Hey guys, Chad from Sticks Blog. Just want to take the time this morning to do a video and show you the food that I'm going to be carrying with me on my hike coming up in just a couple of days. Just a few days ago I posted a video that showed everything that I'm going to be carrying in my backpack, and I briefly showed you my Beverage 450 which I'm using to pack all my food in. At that point I didn't have all my food together because I was waiting until closer to time to go to buy some of the stuff like the bagels and the tortilla shells and so on. But this morning I went ahead and got everything together. I've got it here. I'm going to go ahead and pack up the Bear Vault, and I just kind of want to show you what I've got and me attempting to pack this Bear Vault. So just to show you here, this is going to be 4 days worth of food is what I'm going to need. So this is what I've got planned out here. Should be about, I think, 5.5 pounds worth of food altogether, somewhere around in there. I'll get a weight on it after I get done. This is the Bear Vault 450. Like I said, I picked this up used from a buddy of mine for a good price, so I'm going to give it a try. The Bear Vault is it's the 450 size. They say it can hold up to 4 days worth of food, so it'll be a good chance to see if my choices of food for 4 days will fit inside here. I think dimensions on it's like 8.7 by 8.3. Like I said, 440 cubic inches or 7.2-ish liters, somewhere around there. And anyway, that's it. So what I want to do is just show you what I've got, and then I'm going to put the camera on the tripod, and I'm going to load it up, and I'll play that back in fast forward so you won't have to watch it in slow-mo. So anyway, starting off with day one, I'm going to have breakfast on the road, so I don't have a breakfast up there. The way I'm doing all of my lunches, I'll just use one of these to show you. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to start my day out with about 2 different things in my pockets. Because of course I'll eat breakfast. I'll start with my day with 2 different things in my pocket, such as crackers and a bar or something like that. Then I'll stop and have lunch that day, and my lunches are pretty much consistent of these Green Belly meal bars. They're like 640 calories a piece, or for one bag. There's 2 bars in each bag. And I also have some peanut butter that I can scoop up with it to add a few extra calories if I want. But anyway, after I eat lunch, I'll take my time. I'll sit down and take my pack off and everything, eat my lunch, and then I'll grab 2 more bars and throw in my pack pocket, and then that's going to be kind of like my snacks for the rest of the day until I get to camp. So that's going to consist of my daily snacks and lunches. And you can see I've got it 4 times here. And then like I said, all I'm going to do is the daily food I'm going to have in a Ziploc bag that's not inside the Bear Vault, so I don't have to access the Bear Vault. So I'll start off with 2. When I start for lunch, I'll grab the bag, I'll eat my lunch, and then I'll pull the other snacks out of my bag and put them in my hip belt pocket. And then I'll reuse that Ziploc bag for the next day, and I'll just do that in reverse. Also, one other thing, I bought some Werthers. These are the caramel apple-filled Werthers. I'll just throw a few of those in my pocket, my hip belt pocket too. Just kind of have something sweet to eat throughout the day. And so that's pretty much my lunches. And then just to show you my breakfast, I've got these Jiva cubes. If that'll focus there. I've actually got 5 of these. I only need 4, but I'm bringing 5 just in case I don't like the taste of one, or if I want a second cup of coffee or something like that. But I've got a classic. That's a hazelnut. That's a French vanilla. That's actually another French vanilla. I need to change that. And then I've got a caramel one over here for extra. As far as breakfast, I'm just going to have a bagel for breakfast. These are cinnamon raisin bagels. And then I'll have a cup of coffee. And then one morning I'm also going to have, those are just some regular plain strawberry Pop-Tarts. For dinners, the first night, this is the Caesar Pad Thai. I'm going to have that. I've got everything there. And I believe I'm actually going to cook these in the cook pot, which is going to be my jet boil, so that'll be interesting. Next, the second night, I'm going to try the Packet Gourmet. This is the Texas State Fair chili. The third night, I'm going to be on Max Pack, so I wanted something that didn't use a whole lot of water. So I'm going with the All-American Burger Wrap, which I've had this before, and it's probably my favorite meal from Packet Gourmet. And then the last night, this is I'm having ramen, but I got the little ramen rescue packet from Packet Gourmet also, so I'm going to try that. And then just for snacks throughout the after I eat dinner or whatever, I just have some of these truffles. It's the white chocolate truffles. Really like those. And then I also have hot tea for each night. And I have 1 packet of sugar. If I decide I want to have sugar in my hot tea, I'll just add a packet of sugar. I've actually been drinking them, just throw the tea bag in the coffee cup and drinking it with the tea bag still in there, so I probably won't even use the sugar. And then throughout the day, these are just these Camelback elixirs, electrolyte tablets that I'll add to my water when I'm drinking. And this is why I prefer not to use a bladder with my filter, in the middle of the hose, because you can't really add these to your bladder and then drink that through your filter. I guess you could, but I don't think it would get the same results that you would want. So I just used my filter to filter some water into a 20-ounce bottle. This time I have the Sobe Life Water bottles, and then I'll drop one of those in there if I want some flavor. And then I just have a little scrubby brush in here. It's just in a little Ziploc. That way, like I said, I was thinking about cooking my dinners in my cook pot, so I can use that to scrub my cook pot out. I've got a little Dr. Bronner's soap with me, and then I've just got a 1 liter or 1 gallon Ziploc bag that I'll use for garbage. And that's pretty much it. That's camera stuff. I'm charging camera stuff. So for me, that's going to be 4 days worth of food. Food is always hit or miss with me, but sometimes I get it better than others, so I'm hoping that this time I've got it, the way I'm going to want it. It's just so hard for me to get food down, but this is what I'm going with. So I'm going to put the camera on the tripod, and I'm going to go ahead and start trying to pack this up. One thing I want to point out, I wrapped my tortilla shells in saran wrap, and I did that just so I wouldn't have to deal with another Ziploc bag, but also being in saran wrap and make it really easy just to show you. First thing I'm going to do is throw my tortilla shells down in there. It fits perfectly, and I don't have all the excess packaging and the zip and all that stuff that I would have to worry about. And then the weight of the food on top of it is going to make sure that that stays sealed, so should be okay. The only thing I might have to worry about is some of these bags, the edges may be tearing that. I hope not. I'll find out, live and learn. So anyway, that's it. I'm going to set this up, and I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, so you can see I managed to get everything in there. It may not be packed quite the best, as you can see. I've got stuff just everywhere. But the thing is I'm not actually going to need any of this until I get to the shelter the first night. So it worked out okay. I managed to get everything in there that I wanted except for the bagels, and those are just bulky. So I think I'm okay with that. These can still ride in the top of my pack and be fine. I'll probably double bag them in my Ziploc that I'm going to use for garbage, just to kind of add a little extra protection, and just, that way I can take advantage of it. Of course, this is going to be my food for the first day, so I wasn't planning on trying to get that in there anyway. And then the first night, of course, I'll eat my dinner, which will take some space out. And then, of course, the next morning I'll eat my breakfast, which will take more space out. And then I'll also take my my lunches, which is going to consist of this amount again. So by the second day, I should be able to get everything else in here. If not the second day, by the third day for sure. It shouldn't be a problem. So anyway, if anybody saw anything that I did that maybe didn't look right, or if they have any tips or tricks for loading these, I'd love for you to share them. And guys, I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you next time. Later.